What's up, family? I'm Real Mike Rob. Make sure you tuning in to the 3-Point Conversion Radio. They got all of it, and they keep it funky. Let's get it.
Going down the track, similar to Denver there at the end of the second quarter, but your team really responded in the third. What was different about the way you guys started that third quarter compared to the game last night?
Yeah, just urgency, effort, competitive spirit. That was about it.
Rick?
JB, Cody Zeller and Bismack Biyombo's participation in the second half, what does that mean going forward?
It was a rotation I made tonight. I went with it, and I thought it gave us the best chance tonight. We'll figure it out from there.
What do you make of the way Gordon Hayward is playing of late?
I thought he had 10 assists tonight, 9 rebounds, taking what the defense gave him. I'll watch the film. If I could get him some more shots, I'll do my best. We got to try to get him going more offensively, and that's on me.
Rod?
Hey, JB, just what about I guess, a small margin of error for you guys in games like this against tough teams in the Western Conference? I mean, Denver, the Lakers, just how do you, I guess, what do you learn from games like this with the guys? How do you teach guys going forward in games like this?
I think that everybody that steps on the floor has got to compete at a higher level. Plain and simple. You're a big guy, a small guy, you get minutes on the floor, you want to beat teams like this, you got to compete at a higher level. If not, we'll move on. That's about it.
Will?
As far as that third quarter run, is there something that you can bottle up and use as kind of a teaching moment as to say, hey, this is against a high-level team and you guys are capable of playing at that level? Is that something you can take to future contests of this nature?
Yeah, I think that's the message, If we play the spirit, the competitive spirit we saw in the second half, we'll have a chance to beat all these teams. If we don't, we'll get our tails kicked. That's the bottom line. Last night, we didn't fight at all for 48 minutes. Maybe in the first quarter, we had a little fight. The rest of the way, we didn't fight. Tonight, I thought second half we fought. And if we do that, we'll have a chance every single night, no matter whether it's the Clippers, the Lakers, whoever it is. But when you step on the floor, you got to bring a more competitive spirit. And I didn't see enough of that in the first half.
Ramona? Ramona, I think you're muted.
There we go. Sorry about that. I was wondering what you thought of LaMelo's approach tonight against LeBron. He said it was kind of just like any other game. And then specifically the play in the fourth where he had the clear path foul where like LeBron tipped the ball and LaMelo kind of held him up. Yeah,
I thought, LaMelo was excited to play tonight. You could feel it. There was a lot of energy between the two teams. Even though there weren't fans in there, I think he felt a spirit out there. He was a little anxious early, but he settled in. He started to compete and slow down. But you could feel his excitement early. He wanted to play well and prove that, he belongs in this league. And I thought he was fantastic, there down the stretch. I thought he competed. He really helped us. The clear path, I'll have to watch it. It's unfortunate. It's something that we can teach. It's a learning moment for him, and we'll show him the film and teach through that. But I liked his fight and his competitive spirit, especially second half.
Mike Solarte.
Coach, were you going to finish? You had more there to finish?
Yeah. Go ahead, Mike.
Okay. As far as the competition aspect of it, I mean, I know you preach competitive spirit and grind and go out there and do everything you possibly can. Where does this message fall with these players? And I mean, do you try different rotations? Do you try to maybe shake some things up to maybe rekindle that?
Yeah, for sure. Look, I'm not afraid to change lineups. I'll do that. I don't want to get too over emotional right now. It's, I got to watch it and figure out what's best for us. But as I've done in the past, if I need to make a change to give us more fight and spirit, I'll do it. I'll do what's best for this team. Second half, I felt like that rotation needed to be made, and I liked what I saw out of the second half. It doesn't mean we're going to, make a wholesale change moving forward, but whatever needs to get done for us to compete and fight at a higher level, especially against teams like this, we got to do it. You know, I need to find 5 guys that are going to fight and compete and scratch and claw. There's no margin of error for us. You know, there's no margin of error. If you're not giving great effort and you're not defending and you're not protecting the rim and you're not running the floor, you know, we're going to move on.
Do you feel like your group is close if they just would buy into that?
Yeah, I think we've been there all year for the most part. You know, these are 2 of the best teams in the NBA. These 2 teams that we just played are going to fight for an NBA championship this year. They're the elite. They're the top. They're the top of the Western Conference for a reason. They've been doing this for a while. These guys have been chasing championships for years. Denver's just got back into the mix. The Lakers just won an NBA championship. But I'm not going to settle for anything less than a competitive spirit and moving towards their direction. We want to get there. That's the goal. And I'm not going to settle for anything less. So, you know, we got to go at all these teams like we're trying to take something, like we have something to prove. And I didn't feel that. I didn't feel enough of that in the first half. I felt it more in the second half.
Great.